Hey there, hi, it's me, Stacey Lei. Welcome to Mixed Format, and thank you for joining me in my little tiny cottage in South India. Today's class, the mixed format, is a combination of strength and yoga. Once I warm you up, we'll practice 14 strength exercises, and then we'll move into a really beautiful yogic flow. If you've never done yoga before, don't worry, that's my job, to lead you through it in a way that's safe and effective and feels so good on your body. You'll need a mat or a carpet for this class today. You'll also need a set of dumbbells, and if you have more than one set, please bring them into your space. I'd like you to set them up on a chair or a place that's easily accessible so you don't need to bend down to pick them up. And finally, you'll need your tubing with handles. Before we get started, please check your equipment. Just check that tubing. Make sure there are no rips or tears. Now, if you don't have tubing, it's okay. You can do the exercises without them. We only will be using the tubing for a few exercises, okay? Let's get warmed up. Come meet me over in your open space. Separate your feet wide and point your toes to the corners of the room. Inhale and sweep your arms overhead, thumbs back. Exhale, sweep your arms down. Let's add some knee work. So sweep up, exhale, sweep down. Do it again. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, sweep down, bend your knees. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, sweep down. Last time, reach up. Exhale, hold. Now interlace your fingers and wiggle deeply into the webbing in between your fingers, and then flip your hands inside out. You might even hear your knuckles crack. So stretch your fingers out, then flip your hands back. Let's create some little circles on the ceiling. And let's take the circles in the opposite direction. So reverse your circles. And now come into the center, separate your hands, thumbs back, and point your toes forward towards me. Now reach one arm at a time, as if you're climbing a ladder. Reach and reach. Start to lean a little bit from side to side. Keep going. Last set, you have 4 more. Now reach both arms overhead and roll your elbows back. Let's make some circles here. Up and back, up and back. So your thumbs are pointed back behind you, and I'd like you to draw your tailbone down towards the floor so you could feel your lower back lengthening. Hold your neck, roll back, flip your palms up, and squeeze your shoulder blades together, open up your chest. Inhale, reach up, and now sweep your arms down to your thighs. Squat and stand. So you know, yoga and fitness are actually very similar. They have a lot of same exercises with different names. So in fitness, this is called a squat because we're moving down and up. In yoga, it's called chair pose when we simply hold. So hold like this, just hold. This is called chair pose. With your hands on your thighs, draw your tailbone under and stretch your lower back. And now lengthen your spine. Let's do this 2 more times. Under, up, last time. Under, lengthen, stand up, deep breath, and exhale. Hopefully you feel a little bit more warmed up, but we'll continue our warm up as we move on to our fitness exercises. Pick up your tubing with handles, please, and place your feet onto the tubing about hip distance apart, and then pull the handles up so that they're just about even with your elbows. Now we'll continue with our squat exercises. As I mentioned, 14 strength exercises to get us started with. You're just sitting down and drawing back up. Your spine is long, your abdominals are engaged, and you've got this isometric bicep curl, and that means the muscles are not moving, right? You're holding your bicep curls. Inhaling and exhaling. Each time you stand up, squeeze your seat muscles, your glutes. I want you to feel this in your glutes more than any other place. So each of our exercises today will practice for about 1 minute, and we have time for 2 more repetitions. And now stand up this time. Relax your arms down. Crisscross your tubing. Thumbs point towards me. And now lift your elbows high and back down. So you should have a slight hinge at your hips. Keep your spine long. So you want to maintain a neutral spine, meaning keep the curve in your lower back, but keep your abdominals engaged and keep your neck long. And you're drawing your elbows wide to the side. We've got 4 more of these, and then you'll put your tubing down. So not bad at all, huh? 3, 2, last one. All right, uncross your tubing, step off your tubing, and you can put it away. It's fun to play with new equipment. And actually pick up your dumbbells. Eek, almost forgot about that. And now step out wide with your toes pointed towards the corners of the room. Bring your weight down in between your knees. Sink down very low. Draw your shoulders back. Now just lift your left heel up and lower. And now your right heel and lower. So lifting and lowering. So we have this isometric, I'm using that word again, sumo squat, where we're just holding our squat position. It's going to increase the blood circulation to our thighs. You have 4 more of these. And 3, and 2, and keep your left heel lifted and pivot on your foot. Okay, rest your right hand on your thigh and draw your left elbow up. Now this time a little bit different than the exercise that we did with our tubing. I'd like you to keep your arm close to your rib cage, and now we'll add a twist. Twist towards me and lower down. So you're targeting the muscles of your upper back, and you're simultaneously working your oblique muscles as you twist. Your back heel should be lifted, so you're balancing a little bit here. Keeping your spine long, your neck long. Let's have 3, and 2, and 1. Relax the weight down, hinge up, pivot towards me. Now lift your right heel up and pivot across your foot. Left hand rests onto your thigh, hinge forward. So as you lift the dumbbell towards your rib cage, squeeze your shoulder blades together. And once your body understands that movement, then add the twist. So your legs are working right now, stabilizing your body. Your obliques are working as you twist. Your upper back is working, your shoulders, your arms. This is a 5-star exercise. You should be proud of yourself for showing up today. Let's have 2 more of these. Last one. Weight down, hinge up towards me, and straighten your legs. Now, keep your feet wide, but turn them towards me. I'd like you to lift your right arm and then your left arm. So bicep curls, you're drawing the dumbbell and your thumb towards your shoulder. Now I promised you we'd be practicing each exercise for just 1 minute, but we're gonna focus on our biceps for a total of 2 minutes. So right now, if you're already feeling a little tired in your biceps, you could slow your arms down or lower your weight. The choice is yours. Okay, so that was 1 minute. Lower both arms down and watch the change. As you curl up, you'll bring your palm towards your chest and then palm towards your leg. Palm towards your chest, then towards your leg. Chest, leg. So alternating your biceps, we're going a little bit slower. And as you bring your palm towards your chest, I want you to really squeeze your bicep muscles. Those are the muscles in your upper arm, in the front. Standing up tall, giving your posture a little bit of a rest from our hinged forward positions. So exhaling each time you pull that dumbbell up towards your chest and squeeze tight. Let's have 2 more. This is 1 and this is 2. Dumbbells come down, feet come wide. Lift your left heel, pivot, and then pivot your right heel so that you're facing the wall again, okay? Hinge forward just like before. Now your left arm will lift up to the front and then out to the side. I'm gonna move back a little bit just to make sure you can see me. To the front and to the side. So straight forward, only to the same height as your shoulder, not any higher, but that's your goal, that's your target. As high as your shoulder. Straight ahead, and then to the side. My back heel is still lifted. See if you can do the same. Keep your back heel lifted, front leg is bent. So your front leg is still working. This is your last one, out to the side. Okay, now pull the dumbbell up towards your rib cage and extend back behind you. Straighten out your arm. Now we're targeting your triceps. The muscles in the back of your upper arm. We did biceps, now I've got to do triceps. Keep you all balanced. I hope you're feeling strong. Maybe a little bit sweaty. We're moving nice and slow so that we could stay in control. No need to rush. Focus on your deep exhales. 4 more times. 3 more times. 2, this is your last one. All right, relax your arm down. Hinge up, stand up, face me. All right, now your left heel, nope, this is your right heel. Lift your right heel up, pivot, and then turn towards the left wall. Okay, you can rest your left hand onto your thigh if you'd like. Hinge forward just a little bit. Front raise, and then side raise. I'm gonna move back onto my mat again. Front raise and side raise. I keep coming off the mat because it's so much easier to pivot on the floor since I have sneakers on, right? Our athletic shoes are kind of grippy. So trying to pivot on a sticky mat is not very easy. Side. Lifting front and lifting side. You've got 2 more. To the front, to the side. This is your last one. I hope you're with me. Okay, now we've got our tricep extension. So pull your elbow up, extend your arm back, tuck and extend. So do your best to keep your elbow in line with your shoulder. And then straighten your arm and reaching your fingers back behind you. Your pinky should be pointed towards the ceiling when you extend. Now you might be feeling this exercise in your right shoulder as well as the back of your arm. Your shoulder is working to stabilize your arm. 4, 3, 2, last one. Relax the dumbbell down, hinge back up, pivot towards me. Now you will need to Pivot just a little bit for this next exercise. So if you can step off of your sticky mat, that would be great. Bring your weights together, lift your elbows up, and push the weights in towards one another. I like to interlace my fingers. That's a personal choice, preference. Turn your toes out so that they're pointed towards the corners of the room, and then pivot to one side and pivot to the other side, and then you'll rotate all the way back behind you. Turn all the way around. Now, if this exercise makes you feel at all dizzy, you can twist while still looking at me. That's your choice, but if it feels good, I'd love for you to twist all the way back. Just 4 more of these. And 3, and 2. All right. Now bring your weights down to your sides. Keep your toes turned out. Your left leg crosses back. And when you bend your knees, you'll see how my knees point out to the sides of the room. Yours should do the same. So step wide, and then cross. And step wide, and then cross. Take this time to lengthen your neck. Relax your arms because I've got one more strength exercise and you'll be using your shoulders. Big step, cross back. Big step, cross back. Bend your knees. So really strong posture, keeping your spine long. You've got 2 more, one on either side. Step, cross back. Last time. All right, stand up, point your toes forward. You'll take a wide sumo squat, step together, and then do it again. Step together, hold. Bring your dumbbells to your shoulders. Wide step, press. Wide step, press. Here we go. Wide step, press straight up. This is your last strength exercise. I saved the best to last. So if this is feeling challenging for you, just know that after this, we move on to yoga. Straighten out your arms the very best you can. Your thumbs should be pointed back behind you. Keep your toes pointed forward. Sink your butt down low. 4, 3, 2. Whew. Last one. All right, bring your dumbbells all the way down. Roll your shoulders back. And you could place your dumbbells down on the chair or counter. We are done with our strength. Good for you. Shake your hands out. You're holding dumbbells for 12 minutes. Wiggle into the webbing of your hands. Flip your hands inside out. Okay, roll through your wrists in one direction and then in the other direction. Now I'll be bringing you through a little series, little exercise flow that we'll repeat a few times during class today. It's known as a traditional series called a sun salutation. This one's a little bit modified. Bring your feet together, please. Inhale, reach up overhead, and then bring your hands together. Lean to the right. Ah, that feels good. And lean to the left. Do it again. Lean to the right and to the left. Come back into the center. Separate your arms, thumbs back. Roll your shoulders back, just like the beginning of class. Last time, hold. Palms up, press back. I'll refer to this as cactus arms. Please be sure that you draw your tailbone down so you feel your lower back lengthen. Inhale, reach up. Sweep your hands down. Sit down in chair pose. And then stand up tall. Let's do that again. Inhale, sweep up. Hands together, bend right and left. Come back to center, cactus arms. Reach up. Sit down low, chair pose, and stand tall. One more time. Inhale, reach up. Bend right and left. Reach up. Cactus your arms. Reach up. Sit down low, stand tall. Now, we'll practice that same series, exactly the same, but I'm going to turn to the right side of the room so that you could see me. You could do the same if you'd like, or continue to face me. Okay, here we go. Reach up high, both arms up overhead. Bend right and left. Reach up high, cactus arms. Draw your tailbone down. Reach up high. Squat down low. Stand up. Squat down low again. Hold. So squeeze your knees together. Lengthen through your spine. Bring your palms together, elbows high. Now keep your knees pointed in that same direction. Squeeze your knees together tightly, but twist your torso to the left. A little bit of oblique work. I'd like you to press your palms together, create some intensity in between your arms. And now return back to center. Place both hands on your right thigh. Step back with your left leg. Bend your back leg. This is our high lunge. And now look down towards the floor. Frame your foot with your hands and lower your knee. This is our low lunge. Now step your foot back so that you're in a tabletop position, or you could come up to plank. Plank or tabletop, the choice is yours. Take a deep breath in and a long exhale. You could stay here in plank or bend your knees. Bend your elbows and lower down to chaturanga and then push back up. Lower down one more time and lower all the way to the floor. Straighten out your legs. Place your forearms in front of you and enjoy this tiny little rest. Now press into your elbows. Okay, just watch this for 1 second. Press into your elbows and press your shoulders away from your ears. And now reach your heart forward. This is called Sphinx pose. And if you feel nice and bendy and stretchy here, you could press your palms down and press all the way up to seal pose. This is a pretty challenging position, so if it doesn't feel right on your body, please stay with your elbows down. Slide your hands to your sides and press your body up. And all the way back, child's pose. Please take a deep breath in and a long exhale. If you'd like to, you could rest your forehead on the ground. It may or may not touch. Now lift your eyes up, shift forward to tabletop again. Keeping your hands on the floor, curl your toes under. Now I've got tennis shoes on right now, so it's a little bit tougher to curl our toes when we've got tennis shoes, but do your very best. And then exhale, engage your abdominals, lift your knees off the floor and press into downward facing dog. So hanging upside down, bend one knee, and then bend the other knee. Bend one knee, and bend the other knee. So one heel comes off the ground, and the other heel comes off the ground. And now lift both heels high, and press both heels down towards the ground. Please lift your left leg. And you can either lift high towards the ceiling or just reach your toes back behind you. Inhale. Exhale. Now lift your eyes and look forward. You'll take a few steps forward with your hands for comfort. And then step wide to the side. Try to land gracefully, quietly. And once your foot is up front, you'll shimmy your foot, toe heel, then toe heel, then toe heel forward, and walk both hands up to your thigh. Bend your back leg, high lunge. Stand tall, step your feet together. Sit down chair pose, palms together, twist towards me. So twisted chair just like before. Come back to center. Inhale, reach up. And then exhale your hands to your heart. Take a deep breath in and a long exhale. I hope that felt good. I hope you're feeling strong. And now we're going to practice the same series. I'm going to turn the other way. You could switch directions if you like, or you could stay facing me. Choice is yours. All right. So here we go. Reach your arms up overhead. Bring your hands together. Bend right and left. Reach up again, and then cactus your arms, elbows out, tailbone down. Inhale, stretch up overhead. Exhale, sit down low, squat or chair pose, and then stand up. Sit down low again. Squeeze your knees together a lot. Keep your knees pointed in the same direction and stabilize your hips. Now bring your palms together, elbows high. And now twist to your right or twist towards me. Inhale. Exhale. Return to the center. This time, both hands come to your left thigh. Step back with your right leg. Bend your right leg. This is your high lunge. Look down towards the floor, 2 hands down to the floor, lower your knee. This is low lunge. Step your foot back, come to tabletop. You could stay in tabletop or press up to high plank. The choice is yours. Inhale, exhale. You could stay in plank or lower to your knees. We've got 1 push-up. Come down and up. On your toes or on your knees, lower all the way down to the floor. Separate your feet, forearms on the floor. I'd like you to flip your palms up. Now, it's more traditional to keep our palms down, but we humans have a bad habit of kind of gripping onto the floor. So keep your palms up and stay relaxed. You could separate your feet. Press down into your elbows. Draw your shoulders away from your ears. Sphinx pose. And now flip your palms down. Slide your hands towards your body. Push up and back, child's pose. We often think of yoga as being super relaxing, but this series is all about strength, wouldn't you say? I'm sweating just a little bit. I hope you are too. Okay, come forward to tabletop on your hands and your knees. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, engage the muscles in your core to support your lower back. Fold your toes under. Hover your knees above the floor and then press into downward facing dog. A deep breath in and a long exhale. Pedal through your feet. So lift one heel and then the other heel. Pedaling one side, then the other side. And then lift both heels up and press both heels down. Now you'll lift your right leg up, either high into the air or reaching towards the wall behind you. Choice is yours. Give yourself a round of breath here. And then eyes forward. You'll walk your hands a little bit further forward and then step wide to the side. Take your time here. Now you could lower your back knee if that feels more comfortable, or keep your knee up and then just shimmy your foot into the center. When you're ready, walk your hands up to your thigh, bend your back leg. This is high lunge. Straighten your legs, step forward, sit down low, chair pose. Squeeze your knees together, palms together, elbows up, twisted chair. You'll turn towards me once again. Return into the center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend right and left. Inhale, reach up. Cactus your arms. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, bend your knees, sit down low, and stand tall. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, reach up. Bend right and left. Ah, that feels so good. Inhale, reach up. Cactus your arms. Tailbone draws down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, sit low. Stand up tall. Now sweep both arms up overhead and bring your palms down to your heart. Step wide. Place your left hand on your heart. Place your right hand on top of that. Please take a deep breath in. And a long exhale like this. Say, inhale. Exhale. Say to yourself, self, I'm so proud of you for showing up today. You boosted your strength, your endurance. You got your body warm and circulated. Self, you're a slightly different person than you were just 30 minutes ago, and you are moving in the right direction. It was an honor and privilege to be your guide today, and I hope you had a positive experience with me. If you did, please come back for more. I'll still be here in my little cottage with Foxy Brown, who didn't wake up for us today, but she'll be here next time. Until next time.